Hey everyone, it's Eric here. Today I'm going to be running through 5 marketing tips that you can use to help grow your business. I'm going to start up from the customer journey, and the customer's journey is something that we use internally here at 12 Creative to run through every stage of where we work with our clients and our clients work with their clients. So, starting at first phase, we're looking at discovery, which is brand awareness. Education, we're looking to identify what problem that the clients have, your customers have, and how we can help them solve that problem. We go through research and how we can assess and learn more about what that problem is, who the customer is, who the avatar is. From there goes on to conversion, when the customer purchases, and then adoption, where the customer remembers the brand, keeping in mind that you remember logos, brand experiences, anything across that board. Retention, how often you're looking to come back to that brand and make a purchase again, and become a customer advocate, something that is very important, and customer loyalty, where you are then telling other people about the brand and the experience that you had with that brand. So I'll be looking at my screen on the side here. So we look away to the left-hand side. I'm just looking at my screen, people to read off these slides here. So looking through all the touch points here, we're looking at awareness at the top of the funnel, which is organic and paid traffic, getting interest. What kind of value are we giving to their potential clients and customers? Consideration. When we have that meeting with them, how much are they considering, coming to us as a client or come to you as a client? How much of it is in store and they're looking and they're like, hey, I'm going to try on this shirt and I like how it fits. I'm going to buy it. Intent, maybe it's on sale. Maybe it's a Black Friday sale. Maybe it's something that they've been waiting for and now there's a special offer on that product. And then we look at purchasing. So you're purchasing that t-shirt and you're bringing it to the counter. Maybe there's some upsells for accessories at the counter. And when you sign up and purchase at the register, they're asking you to join their loyalty program, which would get them into your email funnel and so on. So it's super high level. Before I go into those 5 tips that I'm going to share with you today, we're going to talk about brand awareness. And brand awareness represents how familiar you are, your target audience is with your brand and how well they're going to recognize it. Um, Top of mind awareness is the brand that you automatically associate with a specific product, or top of mind whenever those industries are mentioned. For example, luxury coffee brand, luxury coffee chain. What do you think about? Probably Starbucks. Computers that are minimalist, made for designers. You could be thinking Apple. So aided recall is when brand awareness occurs when you see a recognizable brand element, or TV commercial or online ad, and without showing too much of it, you're already prompted for what that is. So I'm driving down the highway, I'm getting hungry, I see a sign, yellow arches over the hill. I'm like, hey, I know that is McDonald's. So that's going to be aided recall, something that they've instilled in me as a brand since childhood. And now I can associate fast food, um, and cost effective fast food with that yellow arches, which is McDonald's. We think that branding is creating relationships. So why is brand awareness so important? Brand awareness is the start of every relationship. It's the first step that a customer of your customer journey and the foundation of how the customer perceives your company, your brand, and top of mind. If the quality, the service, the brand experience is top notch, they're going to remember that and they're going to be able to build trust over and over with that. So your job is to not only be top of mind, but have that real big trust with your clients through branding. You can see right away when something is going to be high end or going to be more cost effective when you recognize, a fancy car, let's call it a BMW logo, and their sleek and their look and feel and design, how everything looks inside from the leather on their chairs to their steering wheel. You know that that brand is associated with a higher end perceived value right away. And then that comes to branding is a feeling. So what kind of feelings do you associate when you create a brand for your customers? How do they hear about you? How do they feel about you? That feeling that's associated. So if I'm thinking about BMW sports car, what type of feeling are you getting when you're thinking about that? Are you feeling about going fast, having a nice experience, feeling good, feeling powerful driving that car? What is that feeling that that car or your brand or McDonald's gives to you? When you're using an Apple computer, how do you feel about that or an iPhone? So branding is a feeling. It's something they really big brands really do well in impacting every single person that they have touch points with. So when you think about these brands here, from Starbucks to Mercedes to Apple, what do you feel when you're paying $7 for a coffee, which is quite a bit? It's pretty crazy. There's a certain feeling that goes along with carrying that white cup with that green logo walking down the street. Same when driving a Mercedes, or same thing when you pull up your iPhone or your, you know, Mac or your MacBook Pro at a cafe. What is that feeling you get when you're using those products? And I think these brands here, especially, have done a really good job doing so. Why is brand awareness so important? Well, it's going to be, you're going to create brand equity through it. You're going to have a higher perceived value, and you're going to create loyalty. I think this example here, Coca Cola has done a really good job doing so. When you see a red can with its logo, how do you feel? What do you think about? Um, are you buying Coca Cola? Are you buying this generic store brand? What makes you make that choice and the difference? Are you loyal to the brand? Once you order Coke at a restaurant, they're gonna offer you Pepsi, or you're gonna go for Pepsi. What is that gonna be for brand loyalty? So I think big brands do a real good job on building brand loyalty and perceived value. Some of them have gone even further and worked on coining some of the terms. When we think about grabbing a tissue paper, we say Kleenex or a Q-tip for a cotton swab. Kids these days, and my kids, they want a popsicle. The popsicle is a brand. We asked other team over, "Hey, can you pass me the post-it notes? Can you Uber me somewhere?" Uber is just a ride-sharing platform, but we use it as a verb. Can I take an Uber? I think these brands, Google this, or even Xerox something, or my kids say it was, "Can I get a Band-Aid?" A Band-Aid is just a brand, and they just associate Band-Aid with, when they have a scratch, what do? They get a Band-Aid, they put it over the scratch. So these are amazing examples of brands that created connection, association, and awareness with their logos and their brand name. Perceived value. We chatted about this. How do you feel when you see a Louis Vuitton bag, when you see the pattern, when you see a red Ferrari, or when you see these yellow arches at a Big Mac? It means something to you. You feel something with it. What are those feelings? How do you perceive that value? If the Ferrari was that particular red Ferrari you see on screen now was on sale for $20,000, but you only had 1 day to pick it up and they're going to hold on to it for you, you know what that car is worth. You're going to do everything in your power to find that $20,000 and purchase it because you know it's worth far more than that. So brands alone without anything have a value that you perceive with them. Oreo, one of my favorites. I do love Oreos. When I go to the store, when I see the brand, whether it's Oreos and then there's going to be the generic, I generally always go for the Oreos just because I'm very comfortable with the brand. I know how they taste. I know how they feel. I know what I'm getting into. Is the store generic going to be just as good? Maybe just, maybe it is just as good. Maybe it's not as good. I'm not quite sure. The Oreos may be a little bit more expensive, but am I willing to pay that little bit more just to get that brand trust and loyalty that I have? So let's get into it today. So these are 5 ways that you can market and grow your business. For that, it's going to be really tactical things that you can do. A lot of these ways are in a book that you can download. That we can send you. Just shoot us an email, or you can get it on our website. So number one is going to be become a media company. So what I mean by become a media company. So becoming a media company, you're going to have an audience. That was what you want to build, and you're going to be able to do a lot of things. So thinking about some of the stats, YouTube has over 2.7 billion monthly users. That's billion with a B, monthly users. Can you create a video blog, a podcast, something that builds an audience people are coming to you for? Can you write a blog with important information about your company, about things that are in the community, what other related topics that people can come to your website for? You can host video interviews with local business owners and leverage some of their audience and their fan base for them to come learn about their journey that's going to be on your site and on YouTube. A great one too is a day in life of people that work at your business, whether it be yourself as the owner or a marketer, or what does a day in the life feel like to anybody on your team, and things like how-to videos. So um, creating a how-to video of how to fix your car if you're a car shop, people will see you as that authority figure. You think it's counterproductive when you're a car shop putting out videos of how to do an oil change, but you being the trusted authority and professional goes a long way. So when I say how do you become a media company, I think of it as if you're the TV station and you're the big channel and you have different shows on that channel, what could those shows be? Some audiences like certain shows, maybe those are drama, maybe those are um, sitcoms, maybe those are reality TV, and some audiences like other things like watching the news. So through your media channel, if you think is your company as a TV channel, how do different shows fit within your channel? Are the different ideas that you can create? And you're going to see which one is going to stick with your audience. This is one of my favorite quotes. Good companies have customers and great companies have an audience. I'm a follower of New Things Apple. I love collecting sneakers, those kind of things. I'm looking to see what the latest Nike drop is, what the latest Apple computer is, what the latest iPhone is. We're as audiences to brands that we love, we're always waiting for that next thing to see what's coming up. And we become part of their audience, watching for what they do next. And I think when you have built an audience as a company, you're really on that next level of success. Giving value first. I think you might have heard this one before. So how do you give value first as a company? So adding these in here, I have some ideas for it. So how do you build a warm audience? Remember, people buy for who they like, know, and trust. I think that one's really key. You can give away tips, tricks, tactics, like we are right here talking about marketing. Um, Give away what you can give to the audience that they're going to learn from you. You're going to want to educate, inspire, or entertain your audience. These are very important parts. One, you're building an audience. Two, if you're giving away tips and tricks and tactics about how to do XY thing for your industry. For example, if you're even a small coffee shop, how to make the perfect cup of coffee in the morning. I think those things are going to be very important because those will go a long way again, building that trust and being an authority figure in your marketplace. I like to say to people, don't jump into marriage too soon. And that's an analogy I use as if you're thinking about getting married, you don't just walk up to somebody you're interested in and say, hey, let's get married tomorrow. And I think that works the same way in business. You need to be able to date them, work with them, hang out with them, talk to them before they even become a customer. And this could be things like they follow you on Instagram, they watch your TikToks, they watch your YouTube videos. Now they're on your website and learning more. And before they even hit that buy button, they built up this strong relationship with you before they jump into that marriage of becoming a customer of yours. So don't jump into marriage too soon. That's not going to work. You have to warm up the audience and warm up your brand. You could also give away a free ebook. We have an awesome one on our website going through everything that you see here. You can download it for free. That's another great resource. So give away a resource, give away a complimentary consultation or discovery call. We see that a lot too. You can also ask people to sign up for a newsletter that promotes maybe not only yourself and your company, but it also promotes others. Some tips and tricks that we tell our clients, our local clients like dental offices, small businesses, things like that is in your newsletter, try to feature people that are your neighbors. So if you're a dental office and you have a coffee shop downstairs and an eatery next door, try to feature them in that newsletter and show the love for people around the community. They're going to like it. Your customers are going to like it, and they're going to follow you for that great community information. So you're not just always self promoting. Okay. Well, one more here free tools and guides. One of the things that we have that we give away is like our perfect week scheduler and planner. Alyssa on my team put this together for me. It's a great weekly planner. It's a good checklist. Helps you go through time blocking, all that good stuff. We can include the link below, but those are things that we have as great giveaways. Number three, how can you throw the party? So to be the party planner is something that really works in marketing or to marketing business. Some really quick key things would be like, how do you throw networking events? Instead of going to them, can you host them? Can you invite people to your networking event, bring the room together? Can you host a webinar? So a webinar could be how to, it could be even a cooking class, be how to launch your new promotion or product through marketing, how to do digital ads, um, great how-to guides or webinars, anything where somebody has a pain point and they're learning how to get past that. You could host a webinar and it could be a paid webinar even. Hosting an open house is a great one. Getting people into your space, inviting people to come. If they don't know about you, this is a really good community tactic to invite people to come to your space, whatever that be your retail business, your office, your dental clinic, things like that, your business. And then that's where you can throw a networking party and double up with that networking event and open house. One more layer to that I would add is there an amazing guest speaker that we could bring in if we're talking about marketing or food or fashion and we're at a retail shop promoting, our custom line of women's clothes and luxury brands. Can I bring a local fashion stylist in to talk about styling? And he or she could be the pillar of that event. So you can tie that all up together. You can even add a layer of being a charitable event. Everybody that donates at this event, a local piece of this goes to a fund that's for the community, whether that be a neighborhood park or so on. We've done a lot of these with dental offices in the neighborhood where they're hosting an event, and that now becomes a local fundraiser for the playground in the neighborhood. Those things are really great. We also invite local vendors to come join us, and especially if they're in the mall in the area close by, they can provide some refreshments, and it's a win-win for everybody. If you're a restaurant and you're looking to get more business and you're looking for people to find out more about you, I would put out some ideas like cooking classes or host a cocktail workshop. And these can even be paid workshops. So paid cooking class where you supply the experience, the ingredients and everything. They can come to your back kitchen. That'd be super fun. This could also be virtual or cocktail workshop. I see this really um, successful for a lot of great bistros and bars and small restaurants where you're hosting a cocktail workshop, just inviting people over, inviting maybe food bloggers over. You could also have a lot of fun at a cocktail workshop and create your own drink, and we'll teach you how to do so. Of course, all these pictures and posts get posted on Instagram, and it's really good coverage for your business. And host a networking dinner event. Things that I'm toying around with is hosting an awesome dinner and bringing 10 people into the room. Um, it's gonna cost XYZ, but we're gonna bring some amazing people together that I want them to meet each other and I want to meet. And maybe we have a guest speaker there too. So hosting a nice networking dinner and experience is a great easy one as well too. Number four is building community. When you build a community, you build an online group of like-minded individuals. You can create a school group, Facebook group, maybe a meetup, something that's in person. A community helps everybody on in the community help each other. A good example of this would be a fitness trainer that hosts a community. They're able to share access to recipes, workouts that are not available on maybe their live channels. The community members are able to help each other and motivate each other with their different workouts and mentor each other. This way, there's like-minded individuals working in the community that become brand advocates and level each other up and really help spread the word of mouth for your brand. Um, it's a really good place to build loyal fan base. You can do things like what I was seeing a lot lately is run clubs. So people who have a same mindset, they want to join a run club, meet others, meet friends, go for these runs led by the community leader, and they start building a club and a community with maybe even their own merch and their own events and so on. So being part of a community really helps push their brand and build brand advocates. You can also use communities for special access to certain sales and events. I see brands like Lululemon and or Nike do these kind of things where if you're part of the community, you'll get the first access to special releases or drops that they have for new items that go on sale, things like that. So having a special community that's your fan base will help build that access so that your loyal fans are able to reap the benefits and have the privilege of special access to your items before anybody else does who's not part of the community, which also creates FOMO type environment. um, you can also turn community members into brand advocates, create referral programs for them, spreading the word out, things like that. So I totally believe building community and building loyal fan base and building an audience really helps with your brand and your marketing. Number five is building partnerships. So the perfect way to help both businesses grow. Can you think about who has your clients? If you're an apartment complex and you're a mobile detailing shop or laundry service, can you partner with them to um, to provide those services to everybody as residents and put together a special promo for that. You can build collaborations. If you're a local coffee shop, maybe you can lend your space out on an evening, maybe like a Tuesday evening or not so busy evening for a local book signing for a local artist. And that artist will bring in over uh, their network. So then you'll have more people coming to see your space, but then it's a win-win for both parties. If you're a wedding venue and we have a lot of wedding venue clients and they come up to you and they're booking the wedding venue well in advance, maybe one of those great things that you can do is partner with a travel agency, and the travel agency can give a $500 voucher to their honeymoon destination. Whether they take it or not, they see that as an extra value piece, which is a voucher of $500. It's a win-win for the travel agency and it's win-win for the wedding venue as extra added service. Uh, Pop-up shops is a great one that we see also. So we think about if you're an ice cream shop and you're in the winter and it's cold out, if you're a coffee roaster, you can team up with the ice cream shop who may be a little bit slower drinks time, create a custom flavor of ice cream, but also host a one evening where you're having an open house and serving coffee at the shop. So people coming to the shop, they can have the ice cream, they can have the coffee. You see both brands, you're bringing people together. And I think those are some great ways to build partnerships about people who have similar customers who are in parallel areas. And you can both work together um, to get customers, right? I think this is a great one, something to often people think about. So think about who has your customers. So if we were a web design agency that did websites for restaurants, I would look for the restaurant supplier in town, put together a presentation for all those other sales reps who are talking to new restaurants that are opening and buying new equipment, create some kind of special voucher, build my rapport and relationship with all these supplier sales reps. So when they go talk to all these restaurants who are opening and buying equipment, when they're asking about who's the person to call for web design, you're the name that comes out, and they're able to also give them that voucher, which is going to be a win-win. So the question I like to ask is, who has our clients? Okay. So to wrap this up, we are launching a marketing blueprint workshop. You can reach out to us at contact@12creative.co. It's going to be a 3-month boot camp that will work with you one-on-one to help build your marketing funnels, to help build your branding and visuals. We're going to create the marketing materials for you, work with you on your offers that help position you to be a market leader. We're going to work with you on your client acquisition journey from start to finish. We're going to identify those customer avatars that you may not know of, but are really awesome purchasers for your business. We're going to design high performing funnels and create a funnel that works for you on autopilot. And we're going to work with you on messaging and impact the offers. So once we create all of that, we put that all into the funnel with digital ads and help you create our digital ad marketing plan. We're going to create your meta ads, your Google ads, and we're going to help put that all together so that you have an automated, awesome system that you can run with internally that helps bring you leads month over month again. So this is something that you may be interested in. Reach out to us anytime. Reach out to us at contact@12creative.co or my email, eric@12creative.co, and we'd be happy to help. Thanks.